Have you ever wondered how we got from listening to stories around a campfire to attending classes on a laptop? The journey of education is one of the most incredible stories of human history. And today, we're going to explore it all, from ancient oral traditions to our modern digital classrooms. Let's dive in. In the very beginning, long before books or schools existed, education was all about survival. Elders passed down vital knowledge to the younger generation through stories, songs, and hands-on demonstrations. Imagine learning how to track animals, identify edible plants, and understand the stars, all without a single written word. This was oral tradition, the world's first form of education. It was personal, communal, and essential for staying alive. This method built tight-knit communities where knowledge was a shared treasure, passed from one mind to another. Then, around 3500 BCE, a monumental invention changed everything: writing. In places like Mesopotamia and Egypt, complex societies needed a way to keep records, manage trade, and administer laws. Scribes, the original scholars, became incredibly important. They attended special schools, often attached to temples or palaces, to learn the intricate art of cuneiform or hieroglyphics. For the first time, knowledge could be stored, copied, and transported. It was no longer just in someone's memory. It was tangible. This was a massive leap forward, laying the groundwork for everything to come. Let's fast forward to ancient Greece, a true golden age for learning. Think of philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle. They didn't just teach facts. They taught people how to think. The Socratic method, a process of questioning and critical discussion, was born. Plato founded the Academy, arguably the Western world's first institution of higher learning. Education here was about cultivating virtue, seeking truth, and training citizens for an active role in democracy. It was less about job skills and more about developing a well-rounded, thoughtful individual. The Roman Empire, ever the practical engineers, adopted and adapted the Greek model. They established a more structured educational system that was available to a broader segment of the population, at least for the sons of the elite. The curriculum focused on the trivium grammar, rhetoric, and logican, the quadrivium arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy. Together, these formed the 7 liberal arts, a foundation of Western education that would endure for over 1,000 years. Roman education was about creating effective administrators, orators, and military leaders to run their vast empire. After the fall of Rome, Europe entered the Middle Ages. For a time, formal learning became scarce, preserved mainly within the walls of monasteries. Monks painstakingly copied manuscripts by hand, saving countless classical texts from being lost forever. These monasteries were the intellectual lighthouses in a dark sea. Then, starting in the 11th and 12th centuries, a new kind of institution emerged: the university. Bologna, Paris, Oxford, these weren't just schools. They were self-governing communities of scholars and students dedicated to advanced study in theology, law, and medicine. The next seismic shift came with another invention: the printing press. Developed by Johannes Gutenberg around 1440, suddenly books were no longer rare, handwritten treasures. They could be mass-produced, making them cheaper and far more accessible. This fueled the Renaissance and the Reformation, as new ideas could spread like wildfire. Literacy rates began to climb, and for the first time, education started to move beyond the exclusive domain of the church and the nobility. The printing press democratized knowledge in a way that was previously unimaginable. The 18th and 19th centuries, the Age of Enlightenment and the Industrial Revolution, brought the idea of public education for all. Thinkers like John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau championed the idea that education was a natural right. As factories needed a literate and disciplined workforce, governments began establishing compulsory public school systems. This was a revolutionary concept: education funded by the state, available to every child, regardless of their social class. The one-room schoolhouse became a symbol of this new era, and the classroom as we know it began to take shape, with standardized curricula, trained teachers, and age-based grades. The 20th century was a whirlwind of educational reform. Progressive educators like John Dewey argued that learning should be active and experiential, not just rote memorization. The focus shifted towards child-centered learning, critical thinking, and problem-solving. After World War II, higher education boomed, with universities and colleges opening their doors to an unprecedented number of students, including women and minorities, who had long been excluded. Technology also began to creep in, first with film strips and overhead projectors, then with televisions and calculators. And that brings us to today, the digital age. The internet has completely redefined what's possible. From the first clunky desktop computers in the 90s to the powerful tablets and smartphones in every student desk pocket today, the change has been staggering. Online courses, or MOOCs, allow anyone with an internet connection to learn from top universities for free. Digital whiteboards have replaced chalkboards. Virtual reality can transport students to ancient Rome or the surface of Mars. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated this shift, forcing schools worldwide to adopt remote learning almost overnight, proving just how reliant we've become on this technology. So, what's next? The future of education is likely to be even more personalized, flexible, and integrated with technology. Artificial intelligence could act as a personal tutor for every student, adapting to their unique learning style and pace. Lifelong learning will become the norm, as people continually need to upskill for a rapidly changing job market. The distinction between a physical and a digital classroom will continue to blur, creating a hybrid model that offers the best of both worlds. From a storyteller's voice to a professor on a Zoom call, the fundamental goal of education has remained the same: to pass knowledge from one generation to the next, empowering individuals and advancing society. It's a story that's still being written, and we are all a part of it. What do you think the next chapter will look like? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating histories. See you in the next one.